Okay, I think it's time for a rant video because I keep getting asked questions like this about the habitable zones around stars. And nothing against this person, or if you've ever asked me that question, it's a fine question. I just have strong opinions about habitable zones that I feel like is not talked about because it's slightly controversial, because we just don't really know, but I don't care. We're gonna talk about it. Alright, before we get into my drama, let me real quick explain what the habitable zone is. So in this image, it's going to be the green ring. It's the area around a star where the temperature is just right for liquid water to exist on the surface of the planet. And it's easy to see from the too hot, too cold, just right, where it also got its name, the Goldilocks zone. And the temperature or the size of the star will determine where the Goldilocks zone is. Now here's where my rant begins. Who came up with the habitable zone? Well, we did, here on Earth, because we know there's life on Earth. And we suspect that water is really important in that, so we put a ring right around the orbit of Earth. But there are even other places in our solar system where we suspect life might exist, like Europa and Enceladus, which are both moons in our solar system. And Cassini has even taken a picture of proof of liquid water on Enceladus. But Enceladus isn't in the habitable zone? Now, it's true that water and its properties are really important to life here on Earth, but that does not make a requirement for life everywhere. This is just something that we know works, and so we look for it. There also exist other molecules that have properties similar to water. For example, ammonia is also polar and works as a solvent, and nitrogen and hydrogen are incredibly abundant in our universe, so who's to say life couldn't evolve from that? In fact, we've even discovered organisms here on Earth in places where we had zero belief that any organism could survive. These are called extremophiles, and we found them in the ice, in nuclear waste, in the deserts, in the bottom of the ocean with no sunlight. So who are we to say what conditions are truly necessary for life to evolve? And this is why I think habitable zones are not scientific, and they're extremely arrogant for us to define.